Hi folks, we are back at Stahleck. So this is round 4 and we have another game for you. Joining me for this one again is Sara. Hello Sara.
Hello.
And who is playing? So we have Lennart from Germany playing Martell Rains. And his opponent is Luca Martinelli from Italy playing Lannister Crossing. So this could be an interesting game. Both players still undefeated after 3 rounds. And we are just joining it before setup.
You've actually played against Luca, right?
Yes, I played him I think 2 rounds after this and I lost to him. That one wasn't recorded, so no spoilers there. His deck is quite fast, quite aggressive, so likes to go first and do challenges.
Non-dealers, I assume?
Yes, of course, Cersei is in there, and the jumper events. And
yeah, Jamie, Marcelo.
Yeah. Lennart, on the other hand, so his deck is posted on Thrones TV for those that want to see it. He has a bunch of options in his deck, and good in the late game if he can survive the early rush. And we see setup, so he's set up a duped Great Hall there, which is illegal. So, okay, you just dupe it anyway for free after, but you get an access to an extra card here, which he shouldn't have had. And Water Gardens and Ariane Martell there as well.
Yeah, I think we saw a few stuff that happens. There's some mistakes when you play in real life, right? Stuff that Iron Throne doesn't allow, but...
Yeah, you can click on the Great Hall and nothing happens. It's Darwin Lannister and the Galton Merchant and a Mountains of... not Mountains, Gates of the Moon on the Lannister side, and we have Behest into the gates. And
coin flip for first player.
So Luca wins initiative, right?
No, they did a coin flip and
yeah,
he wins initiative.
He wins it and he has to go first. So there is a chance to play Varys' Riddle in your deck to copy at the gates, and then if you go Galtown, that ruins it for your opponent. So I guess that's one occasion where you can't really go second. So goes first to make sure his plot triggers. He already has Gates of the Moon, which I guess is one of the cards you would be looking for, and the other is Great Hall usually in these decks that open at the gates.
You could also go for one of the gates. Lion Gate? What's the Lannister one? I don't think that's in crossing decks anyway.
No, wouldn't be. I guess King's Road is next best thing if you get the Great Hall in hand, for instance. So that's a Western fiefdom, okay. I guess Gates of the Moon is the location he is usually looking for.
Yeah, doesn't seem optimal, right?
And Behest goes into Late Summer Feast.
Yeah.
Plenty of gold. Okay, so it's not that much gold for Lannister, but they do play a lot of the jumper events. They can, for instance, for the cost of 1, get a huge body in there, do multiple challenges.
There's a shadow card. Any speculation of what it would be? Oh, so I guess Great Hall was in hand.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, although you could not play it at the gates in that case, could you not? I guess Galton Merchant is there. Maybe you need it if it's the city plotline, but I don't think so.
Well, it's still extra gold.
So, regarding the shadow card, against me Luca played Alchemist's Guild Hall, so that's one possibility, and the other I guess would be Regent's Guard. Because if you play the jumper events, usually your characters would get discarded, but the Regent's Guard can put them into hand instead.
And I think, I don't think you would marshal Alchemist's Guild Hall in Shadows against this deck.
Yeah, there's no reason to. It's not any cheaper doing it that way. Just put it into play and then goes to shadows itself, I guess. And we can actually see part of Lennart's hand. There's a blood orange grove there and some characters. And this is Galtown.
Yeah, I was confused about that one. It kind of looked like it has initiative modifier, but I guess it's a gold modifier.
Princess Attendant putting in
And Melaria?
Mario for reduced cost, and he has the gold for Ricasso. Bestows him. And the Desert Trader, so nothing at the moment interacts with the number of plots except for water gardens.
Yeah, and you could actually right now play the Ran's game for 4, but he doesn't have gold F.
Nice in round 1. And of course, Late Summer Feast is not something you want revealed throughout the phase, so flipping out of that, pretty nice. And we also can see a selection of something that looks like ear tokens for Lennart, so I wonder if he's playing Chela in the Martell deck. Seems unlikely.
Yeah. So what's the situation? I think Lannister marshaled 3 cards from hand, or 4, do for Davin as well. And how many for Martell? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Marcella's ability should be on right now.
Yes, and that's great for crossing. You can just do the free challenges. Of course, attacking into Rains, if Intrigue is one of the weaker ones, is dangerous because it can be triggered on defense.
Yeah, and there's a potential always that the Game of Thrones is revealed. That stops your challenges entirely. Although you have almost guaranteed right here the crossing trigger on military.
Yeah, also seems like you can spend Davin on the first challenge for military because he wins even with the minus strength if you want to get his renown. But Lennart has a Desert Trader which would be for sure taken for claim and then would annoy Luca for the rest of the game. I think that's still going to happen because he has to do all 3 challenges, right?
Yeah, I would try to save military for last because it's the only one that's guaranteed to trigger crossing.
Okay, so here we go. This is the Intrigue challenge, right?
Yes.
We see a superior claim in hand.
And I think Marcella has 3 strength, right?
Yes. Or no, she has... is it 3? Yes.
3 or 2, I'm not entirely sure. But I think 3.
This is defended with plenty.
8.
So
I
let
think.
Summer Feast triggers and then he can flip out of it. So he can do Game of Thrones here, but then the third challenge was going to be military, right? And okay, you give crossing away and the renown, but you get to kill Desert Trader.
That still takes 1 prize, I think. Yeah, does go for Game of Thrones. I think it's good to stop these crossing decks from going super fast first round.
Okay, so what can he do on the return? Because Marcella and Davin are still standing, he can do the Intrigue challenge, right?
Yeah, I think that's what he's going for. And then we get never bet against my family. Puts Jamie into play.
Yeah, so he
Okay,
can
so yeah,
rearrange the order any way he likes. They don't get shuffled into the deck, but he is supposed to reveal them to Lennart.
yeah. I think
Yeah, they're just discussing that now.
they're discussing this card. I think maybe he has Italian card.
Yeah, he has in general Italian cards, does Luca, except for the new ones, I think. And just checking the English version, it does say to reveal them, and then you can put one of them into play.
Never bet against my family. Does he have to reveal the other cards or no?
And Lennart knows.
Yeah,
the
and you
text.
want to know, just in case.
Yeah, of course, because it can be played again, and if the deck doesn't get shuffled, then it will be the same cards. You want to know if there's a timing in there also. Yeah, there's slight confusion. It's possible that Luca genuinely thinks he doesn't need to reveal them here because the Italian text may be slightly unclear. I know when we did the newer packs, right? When the post FFG packs, at first the cards were being translated into other languages, but you can never be sure because the people who do translations, not everyone understands how important it is to get all the text exactly correct and to get the wording consistency. We've been trying really hard to do that for the English cards to match FFG's level and not make any mistakes. Of course, mistakes will happen, but we've been trying really hard. But I don't speak Italian, so I couldn't proofread those if they were being translated. And it's possible, of course, that that happened even in the FFG era. So, but yeah, so he did need to reveal them, and there was a cheese week in there. I think we saw, right?
Yes, and the shadow card did come out. It was the Regent's Guard.
Which
Took
means,
Jamie to hand.
yeah, Jamie is now available.
And gets dominance as well, so I think it was a good call to reveal Game of Thrones because look, now he's 0-2, otherwise it would be, what, 3 extra power for Lannister side.
And we have first snow. Summer Harvest not getting a huge amount here, but first snow for Lannister. Yeah, they do play the jumper events, but Crossing usually wants a good board state to push
Although
the
I
challenges
think-
through.
Yeah, but here it gets rid of that annoying raider, and also gets rid of the castle.
Yeah,
Good.
you need to bestow him again when he's replayed. And you'll get prized for the Desert Raider, but also losing Martell here unless he can dupe her.
Yeah. And also Lennart has a chance to do the castle as well, so.
Let's see. So he plays Secret Schemes, and that's already 4 or 5, isn't it? It's 4, should be, right?
It's for no, it's actually 5 now. 5. It has
Yes,
Ricasa, 2 revealed plots, 2 used plots, and then Gultown.
Yeah, so and it actually doesn't have a maximum like the runs game, so if it was more than 5, you'd get all of them.
Yeah, the Rains cards don't count, right? They're removed from the game.
Yeah, if you played it after, okay, you can't because it needs a faction card. But after you reveal Rains, that gets you +1 for the rest of the round before it gets removed from the game.
And we see Doran now marshaled.
And actually, it's quite important now that the faction card is net, so no Rains triggers this round.
Yeah. And that's Dawn.
Dawn. He's not a House Dane, so
Intimidate only if he would have the hosting.
It gives him the strength boost, but not the intimidate.
And it's the second round and he's +5 from this.
Well, to be fair, in challenges, if he doesn't do Picasso, it's gonna go to +3. Correct?
Yes.
But yeah, all the ones that are staying are gonna be on +3. So I think
Interesting actually
it's
that.
gonna be.
Yeah, I think if he had Duke for Picasso, he would have played it immediately. So here we go from
And he
Lannister.
did win the initiative. How much initiative does first now have?
5.
So he could have gone first.
Yeah. Didn't want to, I guess maybe wants power on the faction card. So he can't get the gold for the little guy. I think he actually took one and he's supposed to put it back. Should be on 5 here.
No, it should be on 6.
No, he had the plot and gates, and then he marshaled the Rose Road, so should be on 5, I think.
Ah, maybe.
Maybe that's some compensation for that duped Great Hall at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, something big is coming in anyway.
I assume Jamie, right?
Jamie's
Yeah.
back, can do 2 challenges.
Okay.
Now going first with Jamie would be beneficial. Ah, so he's going to give 1 back.
Yeah.
That's just
gonna
going
go right back.
back to hand. I don't know why people do that. Well, I know why they do
I
that.
do that all the time. Yeah.
I don't know if there's a single person who hasn't done this with first now, and their own first now as well.
Yeah.
But the goal should now be correct, assuming that he didn't do this silly thing. Yeah. Should have 2 gold from this round left over, and actually Lennart has 4. I don't know how much ambush there is in Martell. Maybe he didn't have anything
He
else.
has 5.
5 gold, yes,
Or
okay.
4.
5 gold. And plays to the spears. So another thing that helps him going first here. Good job, he can't trigger Rains from this. We're checking the number of cards in hand. Which now doesn't matter that much for Myrcella. There is Daven though, he has the ability of course.
Yeah, although you are. I think they're both now over reserve. I'm not quite sure how many cards each one has. Because gone to hand. Some gone back to hand.
I think Lennart said 9. Okay, if anyone wants to count, you can count Luca's hand.
But I don't know if there is a way for Daven to win this one anyway. But he may want to do power back. Power military back
So
with him.
that's Nightmares on Doran. What does that do? So that's going to stop the insight,
Yes.
and it's going to stop the
And-
strength boost on the other characters, which at the moment doesn't seem that crucial, I guess. Okay, so there was a superior claim and another never bet against my family, we can see. I think there is a Gregor Clegane in there as well. And of course the card that went back for first now. I think that's most of the hand we actually know now. Yeah, the jumper events of course are key. although they don't, if you don't shuffle the deck, there's a cheese big in there. I don't know what else. That's not great, to be honest.
I'm not sure what does Crossing have to shuffle the deck.
I don't know if they have anything. They do play the Harris though sometimes, and then you put your time in the bottom.
No, does Lannister Crossing also play the Harris? I think they have a lot of big ones.
I think they do actually. Some of them at least.
It has 6 cards or 7. Can't tell.
I will pass challenges. Okay.
So Lennart actually now passes challenges. Did the 1 power and it's not gonna bother with anything else.
Okay, and the free military for Jamie, but that needs to be answered because none of the characters in play can really be killed.
Yes. You win?
Okay, so he comes in for 3.
No, yeah.
Defense but doesn't win.
Gets killed off. He's quite useful actually, jumping when you go second, jumping in and out raises the claim. So I guess it's not ideal to have him killed, but okay, no other way I guess.
It's free.
Yeah, now the strength. I think they're on 15 strength, all of the characters. So they can defend both intrigue and power.
Yeah, so if you go with the minimum required here for intrigue, so the Regent's Guard. Oh, but yeah, there's no power icon.
Yeah, but there's no power icon, so you want to actually go with the minimum on power, just throw it away because that one's gonna be defended. I'm still not sure if you even win that. Oh yeah, then you have strength 5 on that one.
Yeah, and Duran was blanked, so you need to defend with 2 characters.
Well, no, you
stop
can
it.
still defend just with Duran because he has the attachment.
Oh, of course, he himself can defend. And then there is 8 on the intrigue,
8.
which would not be enough to stop the crossing.
Yeah.
So something should go through at least for Lannister. Yeah, I think he wants the power more than the intrigue, but yeah. If it can be done, then it can be done.
Power.
Well, this it could be. Yeah. I was gonna say this it could be here mirror or something like that. With 1 gold left, but I guess not. Or maybe not enough anyway.
I win.
Okay, so Leonard's going to lose this one and take dominance instead. What do you think about this strategy of throwing the dice there for...
It seems to be working good through away that Desert Raider. I'd be happy about that at least. Although probably we're going for the castle anyway, but... And they both discard to reserve, so we should know they are both on 6 now. For purposes of Marcella and Davin. So we have the Smith and heads on spikes.
Okay, so Luca wins initiative. He's going to possibly put the non-kneeler back in. If that makes any difference to him.
You go first.
So,
He still chooses Martell to go first.
yeah, he wants a reduced board, I guess. to do challenges against. That's okay. Let's see what this hits. Ooh, it's Ricasso.
Oh, yeah. And that goes into the death pile.
Well, the number of plots is now rising naturally, so it's still pretty decent, although he would have helped a lot, of course, with the strength boosts.
Yeah. And also, just nice to get the extra power. It's a really annoying plot. Not only does it give you power, it also kills the character. That's
Okay, and Lennart
so
can get rid of the Great Hall now. That was the trade-off, going second.
yeah. I have some gold left, so Marshall Marcella that would be pretty decent, but we see there's, I think that's Cletus, right?
Yes, so he should be controlling initiative now for the rest of the game. And there is another Desert Trader.
Ah, yeah.
So plenty of characters to attack and still leave something back to defend against Crossing. And he's kept some gold. But he's marshaled quite a few cards, plus lost one to Heads on Spikes, so Lannister now can have
I
Marcella
think he
turned on.
should be on 3 cards now, and Lannister only marshals 2, right?
Yes.
So that should be now 6 cards for Lannister side.
And he also has left gold. The Hound can come in with natural ambush, I guess. So he's checking the Rains plots.
Yeah, you always have something like Filthy Accusation and the stand one.
Yeah. So just from watching his games at Stahleck, there is also Wheels within Wheels. And then there's one more, I'm guessing it's the pointy end.
Yeah, Wheels within Wheels is good, grabs the runs game, and then can put Princess Plan in the discard pile as well.
Yes, and field accusations, if you want to kneel, for instance, Jamie or Marcella here, make it slightly tougher, although he's not doing that much damage. Okay, down and triggers on defense. Castle is the easy card to lose here because he's dead.
I think he should draw now, right? Maybe forgets about that.
Yes, he has more cards in hand. So he should get
Yeah,
the card. It's actually mandatory, so...
yeah, you can't choose not to write if you trigger the discard.
So the run is at how much strength now?
So it's +4, right?
Okay, so should be
8.
8. Leaves it. Couldn't really defend it, I guess, so. And that leaves the Intrigue challenge. The dangerous one.
Yeah, but you don't need to spend some characters to get the win by 5. You can just be at the end.
There's
So
a
Cletus
Duran's game in
doesn't
hand.
get the boost.
I think there's a dupe of Martell in hand and the Duran's game from what we saw.
Yeah, I think Doran's inside the truth there, yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
So he's attacking with... Okay, so she gets the +4 as well. Okay. And the little guy.
That's 9.
11 together, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could try to stop it. It would require some effort though, and there could be a strength
Yeah,
boost.
you would have to kneel the non-kneelers, and you kind of give up some of the challenges then. But you could get now filthy accusations on Jamie, and although you still get some challenges through, I think you could still trigger the crossing, even with filthy accusations.
And he's picked up the... And there is actually a point end there. He's picked up the other plots as well and showed us that he has a forced march in there.
Interesting.
I'm not sure. He has 2 military icons at the moment, but that could kind of ruin Crossing's plan if he gets more into play at some point. Although maybe it just has that for super high initiative. Sometimes it's just extremely crucial to go first. Okay, so what's it going to be? And it's actually power behind the throne. And the Duran's game.
And the runs game. And actually, it now puts it on 5 right now. Before it goes, it's removed from the game, it does increase the
Yes.
spot.
Okay, dangerously close to winning.
Yeah.
Ooh, and hits a Hear Me Roar. That would have put something like Gregor into play for free. I'm not sure what the other cards are. I think I saw Gregor. But, even better if it's something like Cersei or Tywin. And power behind the throne, so he's done with his challenges. I guess he wants the big bodies now to defend the power he's gained. So Rian Martell is at 10 strength and can't be started.
I think you can't win power, no matter how much you try, I think. Yeah. I would go military for crossing. That's the only one that's guaranteed.
So is he going intrigue first here?
Think so.
Because now if there's another Duran's game, it's not max per phase, right? If there's another one, that's game over. If Lennart defends properly. How badly does he want to win this? Well, he wants to win anyway. Doesn't have that many cards left. Yeah, she gets the strain boost, so there's a defense.
Okay, so go second on the military challenge. Do Marcella and do Marcella and the Galtown merchant have enough
No, of course not.
to
To beat Rian Martell. They would only be on 8, but there is a Tywin there.
Ariane is 9.
So there was a Tywin in hand actually, we can see him. So if Hear Me Roar was played,
Yeah.
Tywin would have been enough. That's a good intrigue hit.
So he went with just Marcella on power, I think. I think he missed that there was still the token there. But does collect dominoes.
Yeah, I think Duran is 9, right? So he also would have beaten the 2 characters. Which makes a difference because he has insight as well. So I wanted to use him on defense. Okay, so that misses the crossing, I guess. Gets a Desert Raider prized. But crossing on the military would be 1 more power. think with playing here Mirror could have gotten Tywin, maybe threatened the win by 5 with Superior Claim in hand as well, I don't know. And we have close call against another Heads and Spikes. Is it going to hit again?
I think you need to go first now.
Can you get from 9 to 15?
Well, does he actually win initiative? How much does Kritos have? 1, 2. He has +5, but Heads and Spikes is 6, so he does lose. Still puts him first.
She's already in play, but okay. Gets the power anyway. And close call goes next, right? So what's it going to do? Return, definitely not the Desert Rider.
Yeah, I would guess maybe Rikasa.
Yeah. I think Ario Hotak maybe is one in the deck and Rihanna is in play, so she doesn't matter.
I'm the first player, right? Yes. I get 7 notes.
I
11
think-
power with that Heads and Spikes trigger.
I really feel like going first would have been better for Lannister here anyway, because you have to try to win now. It's surely the last round.
Yeah, he has 2 characters with renown, and currently at least the military icons are slightly weaker. So you try to get a crossing on that, but then if you try, you have to do an intrigue challenge in between, and that's where Martell can be annoying with Rains on defense or Duran's game. So what's that
Yeah, and
being
even
marshaled?
you still have to, you still have Desert Raider that's gonna be annoying.
Yeah.
And
So
I think that's the alt producer, if I'm not mistaken, in the corner, and Marstella.
Marcella, who actually does have renown as well,
Yes.
and doesn't kneel on power, but okay, he's going first now. And the Guardian Shadows, right?
Ah, yes.
So he's kept some gold. Could be Tattered Prince, for instance. Seacaster the Rock.
Yeah. A bit, not the one you want in this matchup, I guess.
Well, I guess not, but if he was going first now, he could have done 2 intrigue challenges with Marcella, for instance, not spending anything. Let's say Rains doesn't do much damage on defense, and then you
But
have
there's still,
crossing for the big one, and you have a 4th one with military, right? Possibly. Try to win power in between, because Martell has so much defense, but maybe with the crossing strength boost you could, I don't know. Well, let's see what he has.
yeah, and I think. Yeah. Maybe now regretting going second after the Head and Spikes hit.
Yeah, of course, if you miss and you're still on 9, there's a lot
Yeah,
of
then-
defense, maybe you don't win. Question is, so Martell has the quick power gain with Duran's game, but there's actually, now Marcella has renown, but there's actually not that much other renown or power gain that we can see. So if you can just defend the minimum you have to, and then see what you can do. I don't know.
Yeah, but if there is the Rans game, that's game over immediately.
Yeah. There's the mountain.
Yeah, so that's another renown for military challenge. That would have been 3 renown and yeah. Technically crossing, but again there's the problem of having to get to the 3rd challenge by doing intrigue in between.
Yeah, so he does have Tywin in hand. Will he then jump him in somehow, is the question. Because it seems like Tywin is better. Okay, he has less strength, but the versatility with icons seems like it could have been important here.
has 1 gold left, right? So there could be her mirror.
Yeah, and I think that I never bet against my family is still in there, but he doesn't have one of the really strong characters in the bottom bottom 4. We don't know what the other card now is.
Yeah, there was no shuffle, I guess. Trying to think what could shuffle the deck actually.
Yeah, not sure.
Potentially there's after the Iron Throne.
Possibly.
Trade some of the small ones.
Maybe a brand the builder, I don't know. Yeah, Lannister doesn't have that Targaryen mechanic, right? Search the top 10 for something and put it into play. Okay, so what's this challenge being initiated? Intrigue, is it? Starting the Regent's Guard. So that they are currently on 13, I think.
I'm not sure how much critics has. So.
He doesn't have a strain boost. He's not a lord, so should be on
Yeah,
3.
no, I don't know. Oh, he has 3. But maybe something.
So he started one character and Jaime is still there, so that would be his Jaime. Yeah, Jaime alone cannot stop the win by 5. There would need to be something else coming in or a strain boost. But Jaime and Myrcella,
Jaime and Marcella could.
they could.
No, couldn't.
They could not. They would need, but they would need just a little bit, like something like a Widow's Wail.
A bit as well, yeah.
He's not really committed that much into this intrigue challenge, or does he have? I don't think he has a card in hand at this point, right? So maybe something in shadows that can manipulate strength, or is it just not that important because it would need
Or
so many
maybe
characters to commit to defense here?
Yeah, if you commit Jaime and Marcella, that's already pretty good for Lennart, especially if he doesn't have the runs game he had now.
Oh, and it was a pinch.
Oh.
And of course,
Yeah.
on Ariane Trigger, kind of forgot about that. She was always going to take one important icon here. So Jamie's going, he's not duped. That's power lost. Wouldn't have happened if Luca went first.
Well, I think potentially still to, yeah, if he could win, otherwise I think if he couldn't win this round then.
So military icon goes from Gregor, that makes sense. The other option I think was power from Diven.
Yeah.
So Jamie's pinched. He could come back like Tywin could, of course, with Mirror potentially. And we are still in the reaction window, right, for Rains?
Thinking you can now go for wheels, within wheels, and try to also get the runs game.
Yeah, so he's had one big secret schemes draw. And what's this? Field accusations on Darwin, okay. I think his deck must be still over 30 cards, and if there's one more Doran's game, which we know he plays 2 because he published his deck after the tournament, then that's not even close to 50% that you will hit, so he couldn't really trust drawing another one. And he hasn't played Doran's game, which would be just game winning here, so he doesn't have it. Then obviously 50 possessions is better. You could search for secret schemes, but that doesn't have great synergy with your agenda because the faction card will have been nailed by then.
Yeah.
Actually hits Jaime for claim, so he's maybe not coming back now.
Well, so I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be really hard for Crossing to make a comeback right now. I don't think, there's still a military icon standing. But the second he does one challenge, loses another icon from the Desert Raider. and there's still 3 big ones standing.
Yeah, Nightmares on Duran would have been nice. Played it earlier when... Okay, stop the inside, but it wasn't that important, I thought. He has to oppose power now, otherwise it's just over because she also has him down. That's 14.
Okay, so now it's Lannister's turn. Goes for intrigue first.
Yeah, no threat
That's
really
strength
on
2.
defense, but you need to win some power back here, because look at all the strength for dominance with Duran's boost. That Melario is pretty big and he himself is big.
Yeah, and I think Martell, if now Martell just defends power, which should be pretty easy even with crossing boost.
Okay, so
You get...
she just loses to the power icon. So now there's no icons to even initiate it. Let's pinch going for claim. Now what? So let's do a quick count for dominance. So Lannister has a big Gregor though. He is pretty big, so that's 17 it seems, and 1 gold, maybe 18.
And it's +6 now. So it's 10, 19, and then the 2 small ones for Martell.
Yeah, and some gold left over, so 23, 24, something like that.
Yeah, 24 I think.
So at the moment, if he can't either win dominance or take 1 power back, Land is going to win. And remember, the intrigue earlier was unopposed. Could have tried to oppose that, and maybe it would be 13-9 at the moment. Although then you have 1 fewer character and there was some icon control.
Oh, so he can do another intrigue challenge.
Yeah,
Not gonna do much.
Marcella can do it for free, and there's no claim. It doesn't seem super urgent for Lennart to defend that. So he's not going to spend any defenders on that. Oh, never mind, he is. Just in case, I guess.
And so maybe there is now never bet against my family.
But he's he has no military. You need to play that gun sound before.
What's going on now?
I think he's counting dominance as well.
Yeah, losing that Hear Me Roar was nice for him earlier. He has this.
I think there was a chance to win going first. Knowing that spikes hit, right? If he didn't, then I guess not so much, but...
Okay, so Chiswick still there. Yeah, there was 1 more card than, of course, the last time when he checked. Because he put 1 into play, Jamie, right?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's only Chiswick. He can actually draw, in theory. So if he draws into a heel mirror, actually Tywin can't beat the standing characters, but he would force them to
Well,
kneel.
he forced them to kneel, yeah, and then win dominance with Gregor. Gives you another round and yeah, tries to initiate another.
Yeah, just making sure that you can use Desert Raider and still win it. And having a look at the plots, what happens if we go another round. We know he has forced March now, so that's going to be alright.
It's the third challenge, crossing first.
No more heads and spikes to just win in the plot phase. And
So he does
Lannister
now
is
have
not
crossing.
13 anyway. That's crossing, and that's the Chiswick village, or whatever, his ability to discard one card to draw. That's a nightmares, right? In discard pile, that would have been alright as well. Could blank a Marcella, for instance, or just a run. Doesn't have it, so that's
Yeah,
a
concede.
concession. And this is the game. So thank you everyone for joining us on this one, and we'll be back with more Stahleck videos from round 5 onwards.
Bye bye.